Right, Chris, this is the original deal. This is the Hellraiser, along with the Fireloop, which comes with a spare spool, 14 foot, 4.2 metres. We've done quite a lot of these. This is a deal we've done with Akios, and we've done quite well on them. But I phoned Simon today, and we're looking for something a bit different. And he suggested that I had to buy quite a few, but he suggested that I can do the Fury. And I can do the Fury with a Fireloop reel, the same, which is nice, the Fury. The 450, the longer one, this one, it's going to be 215. Right. But if you buy the 420, which is slightly more popular, I can do 199.99. Right. Right, so this one, Fury 450, which is 15 foot. I do this with the Fireloop reel. The retail's about 289, 280, right, and we can do it for 215. Right. If you have the more popular 420 model, which is just slightly shorter, that comes in at 200. That's with the Fireloop and the rod together. Saving about 80 quid as well. Okay. I had to buy quite a few in to do this, but the good thing is, I've got them, they're available, I can ship them, so we can send them off. If you fancy it locked and loaded with nylon and braid, this one, the 450, it'll be about 245 quid. And then the locked and loaded with the 420, the 14 foot model, it'll be about 239. Right. So, but they're ever so nice, and basically while stocks last, but it's quite good. The other option you've got on this one, this is a very popular rod, but I think I've mentioned this in other videos. It's got a quiver tip on it at the top, very fine tip. And when they originally came in about 3 years ago, I asked Simon to make us another tip. So he made 100 tips for us, and the other tip, it casts a little bit further. It'll cost you another 45 quid, but the option is if you want a tip later, you can always buy one, you with me? Yes. So that's an extra option, this rod. But this rod's slightly more popular, I think, than the Hellraiser, so I reckon this should go really well. Right. Phones should start ringing, hopefully. Yeah. Can I go and have a cast of that time? You can take it down the beach, yeah. We'll take it down the beach to see how it casts. Yeah, put a reel on it, take it down, give it a go, Chris, Yeah, I mean, I've got lovely finish on this one. I like the colours. It's a little bit more, it stands out a bit more, doesn't it, from the Hellraiser. But the Hellraiser's probably slightly stiffer, I think. You and me? Yeah. Unless you have the other tip, then they're probably very similar. Right. Okay. Right. Well, it'd be interesting to see how that casts. I've been wanting to try one of those for a while now. Yeah. The only other option there will be is if I don't know if you're still filming, but if the only other option will be, this is down to us. I'm not officially doing it, but if you want to buy an R10 with it, you probably have to add about another 35 quid. Right, okay. But I can work out a deal with an R10 for you if you don't want the Fireloop. Yeah. I like the Fireloops, they're nice, they're light. Yeah, nice, it's a lovely looking reel. And 2 spools. Yeah. That one holds 300 yards of braid. Exactly. Right. And the other spool holds about 400 yards of nylon, about £15 nylon. So, obviously if it's locked and loaded, it comes with the leaders on as well. We'll put everything on, so it's ready to go. But there's some good deals there. This one we've done before. Might want to run across it. This is still on, this deal, for 160. Yeah. 150, 159, I believe. That's a Renaissance black rock. Yeah. Striking looking rod. Good rod. Lovely rod. And if you watch some of the Nomads things, you see Dean's. Yeah, a couple of people have got them. They like them. Yeah. Quiver tip again. Very light tip. Great for sort of sport fishing, enjoying your fishing. And basically a bulldog reel. Right. But no, we're trying to keep the deals going as well as we can, and we sold quite a lot. Yeah. But just give us a ring anytime, and if you want to change, mix and match something, I'll try and do my best. Might cost a tenner extra or something, but see what we can do. Yeah. Right. Well, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down the beach and have a cast of that. I think. Yeah, give it a go. Yeah, I've got. How did you get on yesterday? Come second in the pairs. I got the second in the pairs. Did you? Yeah, it wasn't. That was thanks to Joe. That wasn't thanks to me. I gave very little contribution to that. I felt a bit sorry for Joe. He had 16 fish, and Joe had 4, I think. Yeah. But that's fishing, you know.
Yeah,
I said today to Gerald, I said, I'll get you a board, you can walk down the point, ban the hounds. He hates them. He can't stand them. He can't wait for it. He goes, they'll be gone soon. It's incredible, you know. But I love them, you know. You either like them or you don't. But
well, I was fishing for him. I'd rather catch one hound.
It's a beautiful fish. Why do you want to ban it? I mean, I can't believe it.
Well, you've got to have flexibility to fish what's in front of you, haven't you, really?
Yeah, and you should be able to adapt. Yeah. You know, I fished yesterday big. I lost one at the end, and I fished big.
I lost one as well. I did have one on.
You know, it's the way it is. But I caught 3 little flatties. I thought, 28 point. I thought, I'm not doing this. No. So I was watching Mark next to me. He's a good caster, rollerball. Yeah. And he's got smaller baits. He's whacking it out miles. He ended up with 4 plates, that's all. Yeah. And basically, I was watching him. He was miles past me because putting these great big baits on. I felt quite embarrassed. Yeah. But it was landing a lot shorter. But I thought I'd get a bass. Yeah. Because normally, them bass are in close, you know.
Well, Joe had a bass, didn't he? Joe did have a bass.
But he had a terrible day. He was lucky to win it. He took me a day. He lost about 3 lots of gear. His own fault as well. Yeah. Line parted, something else went wrong. Yeah. That's the way it goes, isn't it? Yeah. I think. As I said to you, I think we're going to take a break in the matches for a little while now.
I think you've got to.
Because there's going to be a lot of holiday makers coming on the beach and it might be a bit awkward, swimmers and stuff, you know what I mean? It's good.
So,
give it a go.
Let's get down the beach and have a go with this rod. So, here we go. Whoa. So, here we are on the beach with the Akios FX450. Going to give it a crack, see how it gets on. Right, just to let you know, this is a pen affinity on here. It's not the reel that's in the deal, but it's just what I had to hand, so you don't think that this is the reel that's in the deal. It isn't. So I'm going to be casting a 5-ounce lead, just straight through, no baits or anything like that. So obviously we're going to be getting additional distance because of that. But hey, it's fun to cast and go and have a practice. It's always worth having a go. So let's see how we get on. Right, let's have a look how this quiver tip responds to a bite then. So obviously I'm simulating a bite, but lovely sensitive tip. Yeah, lovely sensitive tip. I am having such a blast casting this rod. Mate, I had a blast casting that.
Did you?
Yeah, I really did.
Well.
I don't want to give it back.
It goes miles, doesn't it?
It goes miles.
They go even further with the other tip.
With a tip, yeah.
Go about another 20 yards.
Yeah, well, that's with a floppy tip. Yeah.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
you liked it?
Mate, I loved it. I loved it. It's really
Better
cool.
than your HT.
I'm still coming to terms with the
You've got to
HT.
get used to it. That's the trouble. It's a nice rod.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of the best rods.
I've got to learn how to put more of a bend into it. I am getting there. But yeah.
You like that, haven't you?
Yeah, I did like that. I am not in the market for another rod.